Hello. Today marks 2 years that I quit drinking, so I wanted to hop on and share my story. It's been quite a journey with lots of ups and downs, more downs than ups. But 2 years later, I still haven't drank and have no desire to. One of the reasons why I'm sharing this is because when I decided to quit drinking, one of the many things that helped me quit was listening to other people's stories. I listened to many stories when I went into a facility for 7 days that really helped. Some people's stories really resonated with me and really hit home. But one story in particular that I'd like to share is of Elizabeth Vargas. I did mention this in my first video when I quit drinking after 1 year. She is a journalist who was struggling with alcohol for many years. She kept it hidden from her family and work, and one of her driving forces or moments of realization that she needed help was when she realized that, she loved her children more than anything else in the world, but couldn't quit drinking for her children. And that really hit home. I was so touched by that video and knew that I needed help. That was the day that I remember calling my cousin, who I love to death. She's been sober for, I think, going on 7 years now, and told her that, yes, I know I need to get help. No more trying to do this on my own. And she was also a great support system for me, someone who I love and admire and has been supportive. I have the utmost respect for her and her life, and I'm so proud of her too. So what else? So another thing that really helped tremendously on my decision to quit drinking was reading This Naked Mind by Annie Grace. That was such an eye-opening, life-changing experience. I first read the book when I went into a facility. I went in for 7 days, and it definitely served its purpose. I didn't like that it was very heavy on AA. I'm not a big fan of AA, but I have the utmost respect for people that it's worked for. It just didn't work for me, and I just didn't have a good experience with it. But again, everyone has their own unique journey, and there is no one size fits all when it comes to quitting drinking. You have to find what works for you and learn what doesn't work for you. So anyways, when I went into the facility, I started reading Annie Grace's This Naked Mind. It really caught my attention, but as I was in there, I was also learning different types of methods, and I was very much interested in Smart Recovery, which has a lot of the same principles of Annie Grace's This Naked Mind, where they both talk about behavioral psychology, go into the psychology of why people drink, your subconscious mind, and I just found it so fascinating that again, these are some of the things that helped me quit drinking. Another method is Dharma Recovery. That is a Buddhist-based recovery method that I found to be very interesting, but at that point, my mind was already set on Annie Grace's This Naked Mind. I felt that I had the tools I needed and didn't have the desire to drink anymore. And that's something that I really want to talk about in my journey, is I had a complete mindset shift after reading Annie Grace's This Naked Mind. I no longer had the craving to drink anymore. In her book, she reiterates how drinking is not good for you, how it's not good for your health. And I'm not judging anyone. It's not all alcoholics. I think that there are many people who can drink a glass of wine. They don't have problems with alcohol. I do. I cannot drink. It's something that just doesn't work well for me, but I am not judging anyone who drinks. If you drink, that is great for you. It's not great for me. So I'm not judging anyone, please know that. So anyways, Annie Grace's book, going into the psychology behind it, I found that part fascinating, and I really I just lost the desire to want to drink. I looked at all the negative things it was doing for myself, and I realized that drinking was my coping mechanism to stress. I learned it early on as a teenager, and I realized that my drinking was my way of coping with stress, any type of trauma, any bad experience. I would drink, and I knew that I had to change that. So in addition to drinking, I also have an addictive personality. Surprise, surprise. I know that after I quit drinking, I started eating a lot more. I was happy that I quit drinking, but I was sad that I wasn't losing weight, where I was working out like crazy. I wasn't eating great. I was eating more, so of course I wasn't losing weight. A few months later, I realized that I was eating too much, and I replaced drinking with eating. So I, at that point, put all my energy into working out. And at the time, it was the height of COVID. I was laid off, so I had the time to put in to work out. Spent a lot of time outdoors with my girls. It was really a great time for me, where I spent a lot of time with my girls, with Bobby, and we really became outdoors people. We went to parks, we went on hikes, we went to the beach, and I'm so grateful for that time. Now we are a lot more active than we were before, thanks to that year that we spent so close together. And I did go back to work in April for my company that I've been with for now 3.5 years. I'm so happy to be back. Work has also played a major factor in my journey of not drinking. I throw a lot of my time and energy into work. I truly, truly love what I do. I'm a recruiter. I help people find jobs, and I really love my company. So that's something that I throw a lot of time into is work. And has been rewarded. I recently was moved over to our power division, where I'm recruiting on pipeline integrity services. On Friday, my boss told me that he also wants me to work on corporate, so I'm working on corporate positions, and I'm also training new recruiters. So I'm very happy to be where I am. I love my company, I love what I do, and that definitely plays a big part in my journey. So what else? That's all I really want to talk about today. I did cover a lot in my first video that I made after my 1-year mark. I talked a lot about my childhood, the months leading up to me quitting drinking. I went through postpartum depression after having Xena. I was drinking every day. I drank pretty much my whole life since I was a teenager, and I'm very happy that is behind me. It's definitely not sunshine and rainbows. It's definitely been a tough year, but quitting drinking has definitely been the best decision that I've ever made. So I hope that this has helped you in any way. If you've thought about quitting drinking, know that there are many different methods, and know that if you're really truly looking to drink, do it because you want to do it, not because someone is pressuring you, not because of anyone else, but for you. Having that mindset and having the will to want. Oh, there's a squirrel right behind me. Sorry about that. But having the will and desire to quit drinking is really what you need, what I needed to do in order to quit drinking. Again, I have the utmost respect for people that are in AA. I just didn't like it personally because I didn't like the whole concept of, hi, I'm Nina, I'm an alcoholic. Like your whole life being about alcohol, and that is not who I wanted to be. I'm more than just an alcoholic. I am a mother, a wife, a recruiter, a friend, a daughter. I am so many things, and I don't want alcohol to define my life. And it was a bit too religious for me. I'm Catholic, I'm religious, but I don't like the whole, I won't get too much into this, I don't want to offend anybody, but again, it just wasn't for me. If it works for you, that's great. Please, I'm not judging anybody. It just didn't work for me. So that was my experience. So anyways, I will end there. I thank you for watching this and hope that it can help in any way. If you have any questions or wanted to reach out or need someone, I'm always there to help anyone who needs help. You can reach out to me here, whatever, any way possible. Please reach out to me if you do need help, because I'm more than willing to help you. I know how hard it was for me to get the help, into the fear of reaching out, the fear of being labeled as an alcoholic, or, oh my God, Nina must have hit rock bottom if she's needing to quit drinking. And that wasn't the case. I mean, I didn't hit rock bottom per se. I just knew that alcohol was bad for me and I had to quit drinking. And so that's my journey. I thank you very much for watching this and hope that you have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.